Hey, this is Notser, and today we're taking a look at Akatsuki. This is the Tier 7 Japanese destroyer, and this is from the rank sprint that occurred a couple weeks ago when it was at Tier 7. Obviously right now it's at Tier 8, but I wanted to share this because it has a great torpedo moment that every DD player probably dreams about. Not everyone is as successful at reaching that dream, but it is a dream nonetheless. Landing every single torpedo from a single salvo on the opposition. And normally it takes multiple ships for this to occur because, especially as the Japanese, you just do too much torpedo damage most of the time. And I just want you to enjoy this moment because I certainly did. And my build is on the screen. I am a Japanese gunboat build. So it's kind of hilarious that this build in particular was so successful. This ship, the Akatsuki, doesn't really get the kind of respect it probably deserves because it's just under the radar, but its torpedoes are ridiculously fast recharge. And obviously, with the recent 127mm buffs to the Japanese in their damage output, you don't want to sleep on the guns either. So this was a recipe for success, and everyone loves when the recipe tastes so good that you immediately remember that moment for a really long time. And ooh, poor Belfast got Nelsoned out of the game. Devastating strike, first blood. That's not a good start. But we're still capturing, see? I'm just taking a look at the enemy's deployment and noticing very quickly that, oh wait, there's a Belfast right there. And we are actually in radar range. So I need to get away from this area quickly. Speed boost, moving over to B point. Deciding, okay, do I want to send at the battleships over towards B? No, no, no. We're going to send our torpedoes towards the smoke cloud south of C. And I spread them around. I like to use a combination of my mini-map and the last known position with the cursor in order to line up the torpedoes so that there's a nice coverage area of the last spotted position. Many times the players will get lazy and they won't move out of that position. They'll just assume that because they were concealed, no one can actually engage them. However, torpedoes, they don't really care. They're going to go find you if you stay. You really only have one option. Use hydro and retreat, or just retreat. But you got to know that it's coming, and if you don't, well, guess what? A lot of damage is probably going to hit, and enemy Scharnhorst trying to make a play. We do have B, and my torpedoes are arriving. 1 torpedo, 2 torpedoes. Make contact with the enemy. 3 torpedoes, 4 torpedoes, 5 torpedoes, 6 torpedoes, 7 torpedoes, 8 torpedoes. 4 floods. We get 8 of our 9. Nearly 100% hit rate so far on the enemy. I don't know how many grouped up there, but we already got 91,000 damage, and we've only sent the torpedo 1 time. And look at that Helena. So very low. But my torpedoes, they're already recharged. I haven't spent a single point improving the torpedo reload charge. I don't know why the Akatsuki isn't getting more attention, because this seems really awesome. When you have that kind of reload, the 127s, solid concealment, great torpedo range. Now, it's not in the same ballpark as some DDs at this tier. Some DDs have crazy concealment at this tier, but it's manageable. Totally manageable. So, you know, I'm going, oh man, I feel like an awesome player, but my team, they're doing everything they can to ruin this. So we're going to capture A point. Thankfully, the enemy DD is kind of ruining it for his team. He's not playing the objective, and he certainly isn't spotting, except for the east side of the map. So obviously, I'm not going to be spotted anytime soon from a surprise attack. The Belfast on the enemy team could still use radar, but outside of that and the DD, there's nothing that can spot me without me spotting them first. So I'm going to turn back. We've obviously captured every base. We've done our objective. We did 91,000 damage. What more could they want? Let's be real, people. This is World of Warships. If it was this easy, everyone would do it. And we know it's not going to be this easy. We know that our teammates are going to find ways to kill themselves and for us to have to try and recover any semblance of a chance to win the game. I mean, we know this is going to happen even when we do an amazing torpedo attack. We just know this. So obviously, enemy Scharnhorst is contesting B point. Friendly Nelson is going toe-to-toe against the Scharnhorst. I have fast enough recharge on my torpedoes that I'm going to probably send them to prevent the ram. I think that my Nelson has more than enough health. The only way the Scharnhorst gets an even trade with this, and of course, first salvo gives us high caliber. We did like 200 damage to the Scharnhorst, but we fulfilled that 4-person target requirement for high caliber. We already blew out of the water the 30% health on the enemy team with the torpedo set. We didn't need that, but it was just hilarious that we did so little damage. Teammates trying to wear him out. He's still alive. Finally, he's taken out. Nelson's okay. He had to pause for the torpedoes, and I think the Scharnhorst actually got torpedoes out against my team. Now, for whatever reason, we were spotted when we fired a gun. And that means that this enemy Jervis, he was in our gun range bloom. So he was close enough to influence my detection. He's definitely close enough to try and torpedo in the Scharnhorst. I, being the very aware of the fact that this game is fast approaching a 1 versus 6 or a 1 versus 5, I've got to try and take out this DD in a position where no other opposition can influence it. Like, there's no risk when you're engaging 1 versus 1 and the closest next enemy ship is 15, 16 kilometers away. They're not going to fire on you. And if they do, it's going to be a hard shot. So it's a win-win. But friendly Fiji, he's taken some torpedo. He literally took a torpedo right on the nose. He's trying to hide behind the island because he is very aware that the enemies are pushing up, those same enemies that we did so much damage to. Oh yeah, they're still alive because my team can't damage anything. It's always humorous to me how much success is necessary to overcome the heaviness of some of these teams. But, you know, we're still continuously pushing in. We don't have radio location, so I'm kind of blind on exactly where the enemy DD went. Clearly, he left his smoke, but then he decided to come right back, and he came right back in range of me. And we're going to use our 127s, and our 127s are going to deliver a nice, healthy salvo of about 35,000. Friendlies finish him off. I'm out in the open. I'm deciding on whether I want to use smoke or not. I kind of want to hold on to smoke and just play with my throttle to throw off the enemy shots. We still have to make stuff happen. We did take out the DD, and that's a big pickup. But we got that Belfast back there. We've got the Helena, and there is a near full-life Gneisenau bearing down on a friendly Fiji. And I'm right in range to torpedo him and be spotted. I decide, you know what, let's be spotted. Maybe the Gneisenau is going to be distracted or decide to focus us down. Of course not. He doesn't care at all about us, and he is just pushing into the Fiji, who, I might add, has already used his torpedoes. So he's in a bad spot. He's not getting out of this alive, and I'm not sure... Oh, he actually angled to use the other side, but we unfortunately don't lead enough against the opponent. And the Gneisenau torpedoes the Fiji. I can't believe a battleship is allowed to torpedo a cruiser at point-blank range. Like, why would you let the guy get that close? I mean, come on. But we are doing damage to the guy. My torpedoes are trying to be off of cooldown. Friendly Scharnhorst is the only other friendly left alive on my team, and he is going to die soon. So we really have to be very careful to not die. We've had the capture for so long that honestly, I don't see how we lose this. And if I play my cards right, I can pick on the Gneisenau. I can also pick on the Helena. The Gneisenau is already burning down, and I think the burn is going to be... Nope, actually, the Scharnhorst did. The Gneisenau got another torpedo kill. He got 2 torpedo kills in the same game. Very impressed by that. But we got 3 bases, and there's only 2 enemies left. Should be pretty easy. Now, I could focus on the Nelson. There's more health there. It's really juicy. Or I could go over towards the Helena and just shoot him. Twice. And he would be dead. So, farm damage or get the kill and win the game. I think I'm probably going to get the kill and win the game. And this Nelson, clearly, is going to try to slow down the progress. And we're going to get speed boost very shortly. When I use it, I'm going to just keep on pushing towards the Helena. We do have smoke, So I can openly fire, have the Nelson see me, maybe even get a shot off on us, smoke out, and retreat. And I certainly want to get this done with the island in the way between me and the Nelson, but also before the Helena can hide behind the island. I'm sure he's like, let me go. You can't get out of here. You're not allowed to live. You must die, Helena. And all that's left is the Nelson. And, you know, this feels like a really weird game. I captured 3 bases. I did over 30% of the total health on the enemy team. We got multiple targets taken out that pretty much were assisting their team in winning. And it just felt like, boy, what if I didn't have this kind of success at that start? 8 of 9 hitting the target? We might not have won this game. And that's crazy, right? That's absolutely crazy. Why are there so many players who are willing to do whatever it takes to get their team to lose instead of just trying to do exactly what they need to do? Make sure that they can maintain the lead and get that W, because, God, so many games today, the team was not interested in getting that W. But, you know, we're sending torpedoes on this target. We got 2 bases to 1. It's going to tick down. No, I'm not going to let you get me. I think, yeah. No. There is no hope. I am not letting you see me. But our torpedoes do look like they will make contact just as the game ends. There's our 9th torpedo hit, and we win the game. And it's just a very interesting game, right? I basically captured all the bases, sent torpedoes at smoke, and came back and finished off targets who were pretty low. I was pleasantly surprised by that opening torpedo salvo, and it really wrecked the enemy. And this was the game that gave me rank 1 in the last rank sprint. So I thought it was very hilarious how it all went down. We did 126,000, 3 base captures, 2,600 base XP. The Fiji did a good job fighting them off, and the Scharnhorst certainly did. But the rest of my team, you know what? They got a free win. That's what they got. And obviously, over 100,000 damage in torpedoes. Very nice indeed. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to check out more of my content, click the most recent or the most relevant uploads. You could also choose to subscribe to my channel. We do daily World of Warship videos, first impression, how-to, news, review related. My North American recruit invite is on the screen. You can take advantage of that. I stream at twitch.tv/Notser. Thank you, have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you next time.